UTVs, ATVs, boats, trailers, and personal watercraft. Log on, check out the selection, and request a quote. Broward Motorsports will not be undersold. The best staff in the industry are ready to serve you. We also feature a customizing department to build the machine of your dreams. At Broward Motorsports, you gotta ride.
The world's greatest watercross racers are at Sugden Regional Park in Naples, Florida, all week long. On Saturday, the pros queue it up to crown a world champion for the cameras of CBS Sports. Sugden Regional Park in Naples, Florida is the place all week long. The world's greatest watercross racers get after it.
Liqui Moly has been #1 in Germany for the past 10 years in motor oils and additives. We're super excited to bring the marine range now in North America. All that experience in the performance and the racing industry translated into the marine world couldn't be a better combination. Are you scared of using your warranty? Well, you shouldn't. Liqui Moly Marine product has all the approvals from the National Marine Manufacturers Association, FCW, TCW3, and also API specs. Please refer to your owner's manual for the right viscosity. Use the best to maintain your passion.
I had my own business for 15 years, and then we did a vacation here in Florida. We liked it, so we moved here. The weather was one of the main things we came over. And then we have to make a living, of course, that's why we do what we do best, sausage. You come in as a customer, you become a friend.
Broward Motorsports, South Florida's premier power sports dealer with 4 locations: Davie, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, and Tequesta. A huge selection of new and used motorcycles, UTVs, ATVs, boats, trailers, and personal watercraft. Log on, check out the selection, and request a quote. Broward Motorsports will not be undersold. The best staff in the industry are ready to serve you. We also feature a customizing department to build the machine of your dreams. At Broward Motorsports, you gotta ride.
The world's greatest watercross racers are at Sugden Regional Park in Naples, Florida, all week long. On Saturday, the pros queue it up to crown a world champion for the cameras of CBS Sports. Sugden Regional Park in Naples, Florida is the place all week long. The world's greatest watercross racers get after it.
Liqui Moly has been #1 in Germany for the past 10 years in motor oils and additives. We're super excited to bring the marine range now in North America. All that experience in the performance and the racing industry translated into the marine world couldn't be a better combination. Are you scared of using your warranty? Well, you shouldn't. Liqui Moly Marine product has all the approvals from the National Marine Manufacturers Association, FCW, TCW3, and also API specs. Please refer to your owner's manual for the right viscosity. Use the best to maintain your passion.
I had my own business for 15 years, and then we did a vacation here in Florida. We liked it, so we moved here. The weather was one of the main things we came over. And then we have to make a living, of course. That's why we do what we do best. Sausage. You come in as a customer, you become a friend.
Broward Motorsports, South Florida's premier power sports dealer with 4 locations: Davie, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, and Tequesta. A huge selection of new and used motorcycles, UTVs, ATVs, boats, trailers, and personal watercraft. Log on, check out the selection, and request a quote. Broward Motorsports will not be undersold. The best staff in the industry are ready to serve you. We also feature a customizing department to build the machine of your dreams. At Broward Motorsports, you gotta ride.
The world's greatest watercross racers are at Sugden Regional Park in Naples, Florida, all week long. On Saturday, the pros queue it up to crown a world champion for the cameras of CBS Sports. Sugden Regional Park in Naples, Florida is the place all week long. The world's greatest watercross racers get after it.
Liqui Moly has been #1 in Germany for the past 10 years in motor oils and additives. We're super excited to bring the marine range now in North America. All that experience in the performance and the racing industry translated into the marine world couldn't be a better combination. Are you scared of using your warranty? Well, you shouldn't. Liqui Moly Marine product has all the approvals from the National Marine Manufacturers Association, FCW, TCW3, and also API specs. Please refer to your owner's manual for right viscosity. Use the best to maintain your passion.
Junior Spark Stock 13 to 15 on the line on the number 59. Kawasaki out of Denver, North Carolina, sponsored by Fly. Kawasaki, and BP Concepts, Caden Baldwin. On the 106, Sea-Doo out of Harvard, Illinois. Sponsored by Hammertime Sports, 53 CBD, Electric by George, Castle X, and IPD Graphics, Dustin Voss. That's the lineup. Junior Spark Stock. Ready, go. Oh, I'm sorry. Ready, set, go. No, Caden, don't hit the button. I'm just kidding.
What are you doing with these guys, Kurt? Are we ready to go racing or what? I'm ready. Let's go. Kurt's ready. I'm ready. Kevin's ready out there, I think. He's got flags out. Doreen, Hannah, and Lisa are ready. I know the two young men down in the starting line are more than ready. They're ready to rock and roll. Oh, Kurt Nolenberg, you make my day. You're a sick individual.
Yeah, well, it takes one to know one.
I guess so.
And you also make my day, Rick.
We're having a good time up here already. We're not even getting going yet, and we're having fun already.
All right, looking down there, we got two racers ready to go. All we need is
we're already talking about Lake Hartwell next year.
That's what we need. Oh,
the Belly Buster and all that, man. What a great time that was. Oh, my God. Dustin Voss and Caden Baldwin going at it. They did the same thing yesterday on skis, didn't they?
I know. It's unbelievable. Caden getting a hole shot on the inside, on the outside. It's Dustin Voss.
Look at these youngsters go.
It's deja vu all over again. Okay, better hump it up, man.
Oh, this is going to be so close. Caden with the hole shot. And the lead. Caden Baldwin out in front. Dustin Voss. Caden 12 years old. Dustin Voss really did a great job yesterday in ski. In his class, he is 14 years old. In that amateur ski stock class, he was phenomenal.
Over and over and over again.
And, of course,
really
Caden has become a phenomenal rider in ski as well. So multi-talented riders here, boy, they get to ride everything. You're looking at the world champions in about 5 or 6 years, pro world champions right here.
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking? Both the Baldwin and the Voss family got to get busy getting another generation going. That's what I'm thinking.
But I'm serious. You know, you look out right now. Here comes Caden one more time out in front. You know, 5, 6, 7 years from now, this young man is going to be vying for pro world championships, if not sooner. And
is that Tom Killer Keller down there?
Voss as well. Stars all over this beach here in Naples, Florida. Great to be here. Once again, Rick Lake with Kurt Nolenberg. And, man, if we could have any more fun than we had yesterday, I don't know if I'm able to take it.
I don't know if my body will take it. You kidding me?
That big margarita last night was pretty good, huh? What a great evening we had after the races. After we all dried out yesterday after a downpour. Boy, it's good to be here in Naples, huh, Kurt?
It is absolutely fun to be in Naples. For those of you that are just joining us on the live stream, this is Rick Lake. I'm Kurt Nolenberg. We're discussing the evening last night.
Yeah,
and we'll continue doing that in just a moment.
We got a race coming margaritas.
Up. We need Blaster GP, race number 2 to the line. Race number 3, Women's Ski Limited Novice Ski Stock. You guys should be in staging. All right, now we're going.
Yeah, great day of racing yesterday. The pro day was phenomenal. Of course, we ended with that amazing, 2 of the last races after we had a big, what a downpour. Everybody got soaked to the bone. We survived. We had 2 races for television to finish up after that, and that GP ski race between Cam Powell and Dustin Motseris was nothing short of phenomenal. So it was really a good day, huh?
It was. We had so much fun up here. There was some great racing going on. I mean, seriously, like neck and neck for the entire time. Some of the top riders in the world.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
You know, that last moto, a ski GP with Dustin Motseris and Cam Powell. Wow.
Yeah, phenomenal racing. Dustin passed him with 3 buoys to go on the last lap and took the overall win for the day. But, you know, kudos to Cam Powell because he showed that he's got a lot of championships in his future.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the up-and-comers.
We talked to Dustin afterwards, and he was saying, yeah, Cam Powell was riding extremely fast, and I had to ride extremely fast. As Caden Baldwin takes the win here in Moto number 1 and just beat Dustin Voss on these Sparks, the junior Spark class, and first race of the day completed, but we're getting going with a full day of racing today. And what do we got down on the line, Kurt?
Well, we got the loudest class. No.
The GP classes are loud. We got, I'm sure at home you can hear them. Come to the line because our ears kind of get blasted out, no pun intended.
Well, this is one of our favorite classes, no question about it, the sport boats. And we got great riders all the way across. Let's go through it. On the number 7, Yamaha out of Suwanee, Georgia, sponsored by Liqui Moly. 100% chiropractic, Superior Auto House. Kids Choice Watermelons, O'Neill Racing, and Leah Protectives, Andrew Hancock.
Number 13 out of Davie, Florida, on the Broward Motorsports, Judge Motorsports, Shoei Cabrera Motorsports, Jet Trim, Jet Pilot, and Works Racing Yamaha Blaster, Sammy Niemi.
On the 111 out of Madison, Mississippi, sponsored by Judge Motorsports, Jet Trim, Jet Pilot, Scat Track, 40 years young, couldn't wait to say his name, Big Bad Billy Dearman.
Number 116 out of Ackworth, Georgia, on the Farthing Racing, Jet Pilot, Fox, Yamaha Way Blaster. They're all blasters, but this is GP, so they all have different holes. Yeah. Devin Farthing.
On the 295 out of Port Charlotte, Florida, on the Bullet Hole. She is sponsored by Rolling Stone Granite, Wade Chapin, Action Kawasaki, and Broward Motorsports. It's Taylor Skellett.
And Taylor's brother, number 296 out of Port Charlotte, on the Wade Chapin, Broward Motorsports, Action Kawasaki, Bullet Hole Blaster. That is Hayden Skellett.
That's a lineup for Blaster GP. We are ready to go with moto number 1.
Well, sport class yesterday was certainly an interesting affair, to say the least. A lot of red flag starts, a full gate, a lot of action all the way around, and a brilliant performance by Christian Daly on that HX. Now we move on to these highly modified blasters. What?
Sammy Niemi with a drive on the inside. Devin Farthing with a drive on the outside.
And Niemi looks good around the inside of that inside section. Oh, and slides out. Niemi slides out. Looks like Skellett gets around him.
Yeah, that's Hayden made the move.
Hayden made the move on Sammy there.
Here comes Farthing. They're going to be side by side. Farthing's got the speed. So it's Farthing, Skellett, Niemi, Dearman, and everyone else.
Well, this is really a who's who of blaster riders in the world.
No question about it.
The young guns have taken over the sport, and the Farthings, the Skelletts, the Niemis, these young men and women are absolutely phenomenal to watch on these blasters. They're very lean individuals as opposed to some of the older riders, and they are so talented and have so much time on these boats. Watch them lay these blasters over. Devin Farthing absolutely ballistic here in the early stages of Moto number 1 of Blaster GP. Devin Farthing, of course, the son of multi-time world champion and national champion Dustin Farthing. Now Dustin has taken over the duties of pit dad, and has his kids on some absolutely ballistic skis, both in the blaster class and the stand-up class, and the Farthings really coming on the scene here. Devin has been racing now for a while and has become one of the top riders in the world, particularly in this blaster class. Talon now has taken up the sport as well and has quickly becoming a threat as well, although not in this blaster GP class this year. While Devin Farthing stretching it out just a little bit, Hayden Skellett is absolutely a perfect match for Devin Farthing. These two have battled time and again. We've got a rider down on the left-hand side of the track with a problem.
Is that Billy Dearman? That white ski.
Number 7 down, that is Andrew Hancock, it looks like, as Devin Farthing, 116, rockets down the front straightaway with Hayden Skellett in tow, and then Sammy Niemi in third. These three are just absolutely phenomenal, Kurt.
Yeah, and they're buddies off the track. They've been doing this for years together. Yeah. And you know what surprises me is the distance between them, because the equipment they're on is, I think you could take any one of these riders and put them on the other's machine, give them a couple of days to practice with it, and they'd be essentially the same.
I agree with you. I'm kind of surprised. Devin is just on the gas this morning. Yeah. And I think Hayden may be slowly catching him. And I was going to say, I'm a little surprised that Devin was able to pull out that much of a lead over Hayden and Sammy, because they are so evenly matched.
Right.
All of them worthy of a world championship.
Right. Skill levels and on the equipment.
Yes. Amazing. Very, very aftermarket carbon fiber hull, wave blast replica hulls with triple cylinder 2 strokes that make an enormous amount of horsepower. It's like Hancock back up and underway. Here comes Devin Farthing one more time. He is on the gas this morning, man. He is really fast.
Well, yesterday he was a little disappointed with his own performance. There's some issues. And I think this morning his head's on straight. He's focused, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to finish this weekend on a high note rather than, being dissatisfied. And we should not forget Taylor Skellett. Taylor Skellett is absolutely spectacular.
Yes.
And she has gotten so good on a stand-up as well.
Both.
Yeah.
All these riders are all equals on both stand-ups and blasters. Definitely to echo your point. Here comes Hayden. Hayden closing the gap. Now, Devin definitely woke up on the right side of the bed this morning and ate his Wheaties.
Yeah, well, the white flag
he's looking
lap.
strong. White flag lap, and Hayden trying desperately to close that gap on Devin, and he's doing it right now.
Well, there was a lapped rider in front of Devin. He had backed it out just a little bit, Rick, and Devin took the inside. Of course, Hayden took the outside.
Well, I think it's going to be a little too late on this first moto, as Devin's absolutely on the gas. And checkered flag comes out. Devin Farthing takes the win. Right behind him is Hayden Skellett, and 13 Sammy Niemi finishes out in third.
And there's Billy Dearman. Yeah. Wow, Taylor Skellett comes across, Dearman's across. I can't wait for moto number 2.
Oh, that's a good race right there. And don't be surprised to see the results absolutely switched around in Moto 2 or 3.
Exactly.
Yeah, any of them are capable.
Well, up next, Women's Ski Limited Novice Ski Stock Combined Class. Let's do Women's Ski Limited on the 411 Kawasaki out of Rolling Meadows, Illinois. Sponsored by Trilogia CBD, Jessica Weavesek. Novice ski stock on the number 1 Kawasaki out of Madison, Wisconsin. Sponsored by Big Wave Dave Vintage Jet Ski, Dave Hamilton Racing, Z-Force Racing. It's Scott Hike.
Number 17, out of Rutherford End, North Carolina. On the Remax, Nelson Cole, Alliance Insurance Group, Henson's, Mi Publito, PBS Supply, Charance Power Sports, PHB, that is Brad Hill.
You get 2 gold stars for that one.
Thank you, I know I deserve it.
On the number 82 Kawasaki out of Cicero, Illinois. 32 years young, it's Joe Clark.
Number 99, out of Social Circle, Georgia. On the Cowie, Daniel Newman.
On the 1.1 out of New Franken, Wisconsin, Patrick Tricky Sarich. He's sponsored by Spielbauer Display, Rough Racing, Pro Watercraft Racing, and Great Lakes Watercross.
I want to make one switch. Brad is on number 18, not number 17. Correct.
We need some holders to the line, Rick, while you get your place. Holders, please. We need multiple to the line. If you can come down and help out a rider, that'd be great.
Number 111 out of Kingsville, Missouri, John Benson.
On the 111 out of San Antonio, Texas, Kawasaki mounted 29-year-old self-sponsored Troy Welch.
Number 169 out of Cicero, Indiana, riding for Edgewater Recruiting Group, Weisco and Jet Trim, Mike Hammerker.
On the 187 Yamaha out of Fort Myers, Florida, he's 29 years old, Giovanni Tejeda.
Probably Tejeda, but
Is that what I said?
that's my Southern California coming out.
Tejeda.
Tejeda. 192 out of Naples, Joe Surratt.
Tejeda with you.
That's it.
On the 417 out of Mansfield, Ohio, 37-year-old Kawasaki mounted Timothy Stevens. That's our lineup break. Novice ski stock and women's.
Well, Scott Hike, our world champion out there.
Hey, I'm going to crown one right now. Jessica Wiebesig, you are the women's champion.
Man, you're really going out on a limb.
All right, Timothy Stevens making a boat change to the 220 rather than the 417.
All right, here we go.
10 laps, looks like.
Well, Scott Hike on that 550 out there.
Seems fair.
Yeah,
about
right. Looks like 111X John Benson with the hole shot early on here, but he's already been passed in that first turn. 192 out in front now on the inside split. That's Joe Surratt in the lead down the front straightaway. Joe Surratt, 192. Oh, my goodness gracious.
All right, really?
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Really?
Oh,
Brett.
no. Oh, no. We don't turn around like that.
Oh, that's what no vice means.
Oh.
No vices.
I just looked down to see if this
Free
was
to
the.
go wherever I want.
I just looked down to see if this was the beginner class.
Right.
It says novice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
Painful.
That was.
Not good.
My heart just stopped a couple of times
Wow.
on that first lap. All right, we don't turn around, number one. That's what a makeup buoy is for. So we used to do that, and it didn't work out so well for many years.
No.
Somebody really smarter than most came up with a makeup buoy.
Yeah.
Remember how many times people turned around right in the middle of a race?
Right into. How many times have you been coming around a corner
Oh.
and somebody coming the wrong direction?
Yeah, it's not right.
Wow.
Okay. Let's have a little regrouping here.
Yeah. Somebody needs a talking to.
Race director Robert Sand is just wiping his head.
Get the paddles quick.
He's like, oh goodness, I don't need this in my life.
That's why they're novices.
But whoever made that buoy up like that probably is from the old school.
Yeah.
Let's make sure that everyone knows not to turn around to make up a buoy. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but the course marshal should also be letting you know. Whoever turned around to make up the buoy in front here, please do not do that again.
Ever. In your entire lifetime.
And we're saying that for everybody involved.
So, a learning experience
Yeah.
in our first practice start.
Like Chick Hearn used to say, no harm, no foul.
Right.
And we'll line them back up. Everybody's in good spirits. Everybody's still healthy and feeling good. And that's the most important thing.
All right, well, those who didn't get a good start are happy about the fresh opportunity. Those that did are like, well, not so happy.
Come on, Scott Hike. You need to put a little nitro into that 550.
You got to pull the throttle all the way to the bar.
Scott Hike, our vintage world champion. You need a little nitro in that 550.
He needs nitro in him, yeah. And by the way, that's 3-time consecutive champion.
Amazing rider, and he's taking on these more modern skis on that 550. So kudos to Scott.
That's
That is
impressive.
awesome. And watch out, he may just pass you out there.
Yeah, and when you guys are lapping him, don't make fun.
He may be lapping them. It's just the start that's going to be a little harsh.
Let's let him go first.
Oh. Okay.
Chase the rabbit.
Well, somebody is getting a toe in
Oh, that's
on the hook. That's too bad.
That's Tegan Hill.
Looks 111.
Oh, 111.
That's Troy Welsh out of San Antonio, it looks like. So he's okay physically. His
Looks
ski,
like the ski's injured. It's on the board.
skis on
Never seen that
a
before.
ski on the rescue board. That's
I have never seen that before.
that's a new look.
Well, if it's got a hole in the side, it's better than
Yeah, it's better
Drag-
than
no, it's
better
way
than the
better.
alternative.
it's way better than dragging it through the slalom that's buried over here. The park slalom.
Wow. Nice looking ski too. Beautiful looking 800. That's probably my favorite ski to ride. Those 800s are awesome. All right, we're going to fire them up again. Time to go racing. Novice ski stock, always a fun and interesting class, especially today. A lot of new riders that we're not familiar with. So we don't really know what to expect in this one, do we, Kurt?
Carnage.
That is for certain.
Gotta say, novices holding their line pretty well.
111X again with a great start. And
John
right,
Benson.
yeah, and right here, say a repeat. This is an absolute repeat of Moto number 1. He gets passed by the same rider. It's like 192.
Yeah,
Joe
Joe's
Surratt,
out of Naples.
same exact scenario as as the first start, and
Oh.
Surratt out in front, and it looks like Brad Hill in second on that number 18 Superjet. And it is Brad, and Surratt goes down.
And Brad Hill taking over the lead.
Brad into the lead. Tegan Hill cheering on down in the water there. Tegan's the one that's usually out there on the track.
By the way, Rick, I don't know if you heard, but the log jump is not going to be done today, and that gentleman just, Surinich, went the wrong way around the, well, they said if you went around it, you'd be down a lap, so he'd better be really fast for the rest of this race.
Well, Brad Hill starting to open it up a little bit on the back part of the racetrack.
Man, he is back down in the tray and ripping.
Brad on the Superjet. Looks like he got an 800 Cowie coming up behind him, making a charge. Looks like 169. Mike Hammaker,
Yeah,
out of
Hammaker.
Cicero, Indiana, in second place right now. Brad Hill down the front straightaway, number 18 with the lead. Hammaker in second.
Jessica Wiebesek trying that inside, first rider to do it. And she's going to drop in here in fourth position. That worked for her.
It's 1.1 in third. Patrick Saranich. behind Hammaker.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't unofficially. He went on the wrong side of that buoy, so I think he's a lap down. I don't know, but if that's the case, that puts Wibasek into the third scoring position. Of course, first in her class.
Nice ride for her today, that's for sure. But really good ride for Brad Hill.
Just as you say that, she went down and ride her down over there.
And Scott Hike stops to make sure she's okay.
Jess, you okay? Yeah, want water? Yeah.
Unbelievable show of sportsmanship right there. Scott Hike stops during the race to make sure Jessica Wibasek is okay in the water. What a gentleman.
Yeah, big round of applause. Well deserved.
Former race director for Pro Watercross. So Brad Hill looking good out in front, but not a surprise there. They are, him and his son are both great riders out of North Carolina.
And part of the Pro Watercross family. We appreciate Brad as he gives us the blessing.
Yep.
We'll be doing that between the next motos.
And a good freestyler as well. He's really a talented rider overall.
And getting better. Each and every time he comes out, he seems to have another trick for us. So we're in race 3. We need race 4. Veterans IROC stock to the line. You see 2 boats down there. There's a third. Don't know how many riders we got. We got 4 in there. Whoops. 1, 2. No, we got a bunch in there. Veteran IROC stock to the line, please.
Got a little carnage all over the place here.
Oh, the 220.
And look at Hammaker
Timothy
now.
Stevens having an issue. There goes Hill.
Hammaker and Cernich now closing the gap on Hill.
They don't have that log jump as the equalizer here. The riders opted out.
Yeah, carnage would be an understatement if that log jump were involved in this one, I believe.
Well, above all else, we want a safe race.
That is
Seriously,
an understatement. You bet. Scott Hike down the front straightaway. Unbelievable. Stops to see if Jessica's okay out there during the race. What a neat guy.
Jess, you need a tow in? No, just checking the water. Okay, well, I'll see you in a couple more laps.
Reminds me of desert motorcycle racing.
Oh, yeah.
Where, you see somebody down out in the desert and you stop to make sure they're okay before you continue.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it's new. It's wild. It's exciting. It's the check cam. Yes, folks, we've got a live body cam on our starter, and we're going to see everything now. Everything.
Some things you might not want to see. Oh, what a great day. I'd like to welcome everybody out once again to the Liqui Pro Watercross World Championships presented by Broward Motorsports here in beautiful Naples.
Oh, Naples or Marco Island, Everglades, the Paradise Coast. We come here every year. It is absolutely special. For those of you watching over the World Wide Web, it's a phenomenal area of Florida. We absolutely love coming here. The people are just above and beyond. I mean, really helpful. I Find It Now GPS. We got that as the Finn back straightaway. Was listening to Ray this morning. I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but I wonder how many of those classic cars would have put one of those in there.
That's a really good idea.
40, 60 grand in there. Drop that sucker in.
Boy, I tell you what.
Yeah?
That is a great call, Kurt.
I ought to be a salesman.
You should try it sometime.
I should. John Benson comes through, upright.
Here comes Brad Hill. Now here comes Hammaker. Starting to make a move on Hill as they all come. The top 3 come down the front straightaway all together. Cernich in third, right behind him. Let's see who's going to make a. Cernich now making a move, trying to on Hammaker, as Hill swings wide and opens the door, but nobody takes it. Oh, Hammaker and Cernich, boy, they are neck and neck right together in second.
Well, Tricky's having a hard time setting up just didn't have the experience to set up inside outside to jump the pump wash. Winds up getting stuck in it each time he tries to make a pass. There you go. You got to stay on the boat.
Yeah, that's gonna
did.
give Hammaker a little breathing room.
Oh, Brad
and
Hill
Hill
has an
bobbles and
issue.
Hammaker goes around. Is he gonna be able to make the move?
Oh,
Hill
here we
gasses
go.
it.
Side by side.
Oh, Hill wicks it up and keeps that inside position over Hammaker.
And takes away the outside split.
Man,
It's like he's done this.
nice racing by Brad Hill right here. And we are going to see the white flag come out for Brad Hill. 1 lap to go for number 18 out of Rutherford, North Carolina. As he's got to hang on for one more lap here. The Hill family pretty excited down on the beach right now.
Hill family, I think you can be louder than that, can't you?
He's got a rooting section down there and going to see if he can hang on for one more lap here. Hammaker back up behind Hill on this last lap. Hammaker trying to make a move. Serenich back there, but it's Brad Hill on the left-hand side of the track, and Hammaker goes by. Hill slows way down on this final lap. I don't know if he's having a mechanical or what happened as Hammaker gets by Brad Hill on the
there
final
it is. It
lap.
finally cleared out. I don't know what happened, whether he got water in there or something, but you could see it wasn't running very tight.
Checkered flag comes out. Hammaker 169 ends up taking the win on the final lap.
Brad Hill took it. Well, there you go. I didn't see the checker there.
Yeah, we'll
Might have been a little late.
We'll have to sort that out here, see how the results shake out. But a great race nonetheless in novice ski
Either
stock.
way, yeah, absolutely.
Boy, the top riders really getting after it and had a good battle.
Up next, veteran IROC stock on the 22X out of West Harrison, Ohio, sponsored by Judge Champion Power Sports, John Block.
Number 22, out of Winthrop Harbor, Illinois, riding for Nielsen Enterprises, Z-Force, Reaver Racing, Fly Racing, ODI, Sandocker, PWC Doctor, Watcon, Master Truck and Trailer, Hempworks, EVS, Mom, and Bohats. That is Ryan Rasmussen.
Got to stop for a moment here. Daniel Mulcahy, are you on the line? Daniel Mulcahy is supposed to be, needs to see registration. Is Daniel down there on the line? Number 880? Got it, thank you.
Number 56, out of Hattiesburg, Mississippi, on the Sea-Doo, John Camino. Number 83, out of Indianapolis, Indiana, on the Sea-Doo, Rosina Brabham. Number 880, out of West Allis, Wisconsin, riding for Fly Racing, Reva Racing, and Clockwork Racing, on the Sea-Doo, Daniel Mulcahy. Number 88, out of Beverly Hills, California, riding for Cabrera Motorsports, Broward Motorsports, Exotic Signs, Palm Beach Watercraft, CEC Rims, out of Beverly Hills, Tweak Studio Racing, JSAP Liquimolly, is Arnold Martinez. Number 121 out of New Berlin, Wisconsin, riding for Pro Watercraft Racing, Reliable Tuning, ODI, Grips, GoPro, Elusive Gloves, Jet Ski, Triple X, Spy Optics, and Clockwork Racing, Eric Nels. And number 729 out of Lake Placid, Florida, on the Sea-Doo, Jeff Stanley. That's the lineup for veteran IROC stock here today. This is race number 4 on the day, veteran IROC stock. Of course, this class is for the Sea-Doo Sparks and the Yamaha EXs. This is kind of an entry level way, both into personal watercraft riding in general and, of course, racing as well. Ryan Rasmussen, John Block, seen these guys compete many, many times. It's like 83 on the inside with a great jump. Rosina Brabham.
Wow, Rosina Brabham, 39 years young.
Got a great jump on the inside. Now trying to hang on to that lead. Battling with Rasmussen on the inside split. On the outside split, John Block grabs the early lead here and heads down the front straightaway with the lead. It looks like it's going to be Block taking the lead and the hole shot. Brabham in second. And 88, looks like Arnold Martinez in third.
Yeah, Rosina had a great ride going yesterday. She was in the 3rd position and had a mechanical. And I believe that that's her son, Matt's boat from yesterday.
Yes, I would think so.
And he won overall, so not a bad boat. Watch what she's doing there.
Absolutely. You know, we talked about the Brabhams yesterday, the Brabham family. I was wondering if they were related to the great 3-time world champion Jack Brabham, and yes, indeed, Derek Daly, the great car driver, came up and said, yeah, that is the same family. Matt's the grandson of Jack Brabham, and great historical family in car racing, the Brabhams.
Yeah, absolutely.
As well as the Dalys.
Little bit of history. Wow, blocked it a little sideways there as he heads out to the back split course. Is that Rasmussen right behind him?
It is indeed. John Block, though, looking really good on that Yamaha EX here in Moto number 1, a veteran IROC stock.
Yeah, he got the whole shot, and you know, when John gets out in front, it's not very often that people get by him. I won't say it's never happened, but he knows how to make that ski about 8 feet wide.
Yeah, we've said, indeed, and we have seen him win a lot of races in this class. 58 years old, out of West Harrison, Ohio, and for Judge Motorsports and Champion Power Sports, John Block with the lead down the front straightaway. Brabham in second, 83. I believe that's Arnold Martinez, 88 in third, and then is that 22? Rasmussen placed behind Martinez.
Chuck Cam
alive and well today.
It's a good view, Chuck.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, we got to take a look at that last one and see about how the band goes.
Junior Sports Stock, 13 to 15, up next.
Hey, Chuck. Chuck, you killed my transmitter. It died.
You know, we talk about sponsors, and not all sponsors are about money, and you know, a lot of them are about supporting, you know, Pro Watercross, the riders themselves. I looked down at this list, you know, Pro Rider Magazine,
yep,
Watercraft Network, Jody and Melvin, the whole crew.
Yeah.
Wattcon.com, you know, always there to help out. VP Racing Fuels, keeping everybody, you know, with the right fuel. I'll tell you what, if there's anything that you can mess up, is put the wrong fuel in a racing engine, and you can lose the whole thing. So VP Racing has got the correct fuel, whatever motor you've got.
For a long, long time, many, many years, part of personal watercraft racing. Speaking of Watercraft Network, both you and I have been honored to be guests on Watercraft Network. And what a cool bunch of guys, huh?
They were really a lot of fun. I mean, we had a great time.
Yep.
Somehow they kept me talking for like 40 minutes. I don't know what the deal was.
I can't believe it. You know, it amazes me that you could talk that long.
Well, I think it would have went longer, but somehow the connection got broken. I don't know.
Amazing. I can't believe it.
I think Jody had enough click.
I can't believe it. But a great group of guys, really, you know, super enthusiasts, hardcore personal watercraft riders. You know, they ride everything. They have for forever. So check them out on Wednesday nights on Facebook, Watercraft Network. You can connect with them, and then you'll be able to watch that show via Facebook every Wednesday evening.
Yeah, and if you're out here on the East Coast, go over and, join up, have some fun. They're a great group.
Yep. Front
All
straightaway,
right.
checkered flag comes out. John Block, another win notched on his belt.
Rosina Brabham raises her hand as she comes across. Wow.
And Arnold Martinez takes that spark across in third place.
The 121 of Eric Nels. Oh, and Rasmussen just beats the 729 of Jeff Stanley across the line.
Race 5 on the line. Junior Sports Stock 13-15.
Well, unfortunately, we're not going to have the number 36 Jax Hayden out there, still recovering. Well, still recovering. It's been 18 hours. Of course, he's still recovering. On the number 13. Oh, you better try this.
Number 13 out of Pembroke, Florida on the Broward Motorsports Yamaha, Tristan Ayala.
Thank you. On the 59 out of Denver, North Carolina, Caden Baldwin.
Number 699 out of Bonita Springs, Florida, 12 years old on the Yamaha, Keegan O'Connell.
Well, I see we got a 7 there.
Number 7 takes the whole shot and the lead, of course.
And, of course, number 7 is not on our paperwork.
That
hey,
is
any
always
of you
how it
holders
works.
know who's on the number 7 boat?
Caden Baldwin is on number 7, the HX.
Crazy. The world is standing on its head. Caden Baldwin on a Sea-Doo HX.
Ayala in second behind Baldwin.
What's the world coming to? Well, Caden riding the heck out of that HX. Rick, watching him go to that corner, man, he laid that sucker right over.
That is beautiful. He's the perfect size for that boat. Those things are, I think they're a little tricky to ride. I had the displeasure of racing one in an endurance race many years ago, and at 6'6", I was really not the right rider for that boat. But it was given to me to ride, so you say, oh, yeah, this is going to be fun.
Well, when I rode it, I got off the thing, and I call it the log rolling. Yeah, can we have some holders for the next race coming up, please?
Yeah,
up next.
You fall off one of those HXs. Getting back on is interesting.
Up next, novice runabout box stock. We need them to the line. Please bring as many holders with you as you can.
But they run pretty good. They're good running skis, and just not great for an 100-mile endurance race. What was I thinking?
I don't know, man. You were thinking you could ride anything, and then you got on it.
After the second time I fell off and took so much energy getting back on, I was like, I don't care what you do, dude. Talking to myself,
never
do
let go.
Never fall off again. Yeah, I believe it.
Oh, Caden's first time on an HX right now in front of us.
What a talented young man. Caden Baldwin is
Wow.
all of 12 years old out there. Number 7 down the front straightaway. I think he fits that boat well. He looks good on it.
Frankly, he's riding that thing.
He is impressive.
I don't want to say better than his other boats, but better than his other boats.
Man, he looks
I think
impressive
he
on
found-
that.
That's the saddle that fits his size right now.
I think he takes to that. I mean, his size and everything. He's down low. He's got good center of gravity. And, I mean, obviously the young man has been racing a bit now, and he really knows how to ride. And he is making that HX work just beautifully out there. And then Ayala right behind him, keeping Caden honest here. Tristan Ayala, also 12 years old, riding for Broward Motorsports on that blaster. So we good little battle shaping up here, Kurt.
Hey, Tristan has been right there the entire race. I mean, they'll go back a boat length or two and come back one.
But, I mean, both of us are looking at each other going, Caden's impressive on that HX.
I mean, look at
That is awesome because we know Tristan Ayala is a pretty good rider on that blaster.
Oh, yeah.
You know, sponsored by Broward Motorsports. You know that's a really well-prepped ski.
Oh, no question.
Yeah, dialed in and yet
Well,
Oh,
Caden's riding a Champion Power Sports boat, so
Tristan,
yeah, you know it's going to be prepared.
Oh, for sure. Tristan goes to the inside split this time, and the checkered flag comes out, and it's all Caden Baldwin here, moto number 1. Nice ride.
Wow.
For young Caden. Tristan Ayala, nice ride as well in second on that 13 blaster.
Well, that's moto number 1. We got 2 more to go in that class. We'll see Caden back there on that machine. Race number 6, novice runabout box stock is on the line. We're going to need some holders and boats. Why aren't you here? We've been calling.
Let's
novice runabout box stock. If you want to race, get down to the line now.
Yeah. Yep. Can we get some holders down there to help out too? We're going to allow
Thanks,
4
Brian.
holders on this class. Per Robert Sand, our race director, 4 holders are allowed. No, I'm wrong. Oh, we need 4 holders. See, we got miscommunication going here. Don't allow Kurt and I to just,
More holders.
make stuff up.
More holders.
More holders.
We need 4 additional holders, please. I see a few coming down. Thank you, friends.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to go along with whatever you say, man. It's cool.
Yeah. And if we had our choice, larger holders would be better.
You can have as many as you want as far as I'm concerned.
How we doing here? 1, 2, 3,
Novice
4.
runabout box stock. Let's take a look and see who we got on the line, Kurt Nolenberg.
On the 007, Sea-Doo out of Livonia, Georgia, sponsored by Granite World LLC and Drippin' Performance, Jonathan Samuel.
Number 56 out of Hattiesburg, Mississippi, on the Sea-Doo, John Camino.
On the 138 Yamaha out of Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin, sponsored by Jet Trim, Dean's Team, Two Wicked Racing and Z-Force Racing, Jamie Bohat.
I was waiting for the crowd right there.
I
I knew
know.
they have a huge cheering section here. 176 out of Miami, Florida, on the Miami Jet Ski Shop, Liqui-Moly Wet Dream Yamaha, Jamal Reyes.
On the 719 Sea-Doo out of Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Alex Smith.
Mississippi.
I was going to say Missouri again.
I know you were. It's 724 out of Miami, on the Miami Jet Ski Shop, WSM Kawasaki, Benjamin Mantell.
There you go. That's novice runabout box stock.
And look down there on that 724. That is not an Ultra. That is a Kawasaki 15 F or 12 or 15, whichever. Same thing, basically. So we have not seen one of those out here in a long, long time. This is box stock. So that is not a supercharged boat. So he is racing against supercharged boats on that and normally aspirated 1500cc Kawasaki. But hey, kudos getting out here racing, man. It's super cool.
Looks like we got enough holders down there, Rick. I do want to say Sport GP, race number 7. You guys are in staging. You need to head to the line as soon as they go.
Here comes the vest. Okay.
Benjamin Mantell, really excited to get going. He forgot to get fully clothed.
I don't think
you'll have to take the helmet off too.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. This has got to be a first in 30 years of jet ski racing.
Hey, Benjamin, give us a wave to the camera. This video is going viral.
He's got a big ear-to-ear grin, man. That is so cool.
I love the enthusiasm.
That is so cool.
That's one of the fun things about switching the pros to Saturday.
Yeah.
And we've got a more relaxed pace. Really get to enjoy the riders, and let's face it, the grassroots racing, that's what supports it. So much fun to see the new riders.
That's very well said and absolutely 100% accurate, Kurt. It is a little bit more of a relaxed pace today. For all of us, at least. I know when you're racing, it doesn't feel that way. But nonetheless, it does give us a chance to enjoy this part of it a lot more. If somebody forgets their vest, and so be it. We can laugh about it and get on with the racing.
Yeah, we're going to do that now. Well, good luck to you, Benjamin. Wait until the band goes before you pull the trigger. Just going to tell you that. Now! Yeah!
Yeah, a normally aspirated ski against supercharged 300 horsepower boats is a little tough, but we got a Yamaha in front.
Oh!
A rider down.
It's like, oh, I'm too tired for this.
So we got a
Is that
Yamaha down the
007?
front straightaway. That is
Jamie Bohat with the
Bohat,
lead,
yeah.
the 007, and Jonathan Samuel in second. Here comes Jamal Reyes in third. And that's Benjamin back there getting some experience under his belt.
can't get a number on that back part of the course, kind of far out there on that beautiful Sea-Doo. But he is back up on the ski and underway. Course Marshal Randy assisting out there.
Yeah, that was John Camino.
And he looks to be okay, and he'll be back underway momentarily. So good news there.
Jamie Bohat, she is so fast on that 138 machine, just like her husband Brad. These two are incredibly fast in their home state of Wisconsin.
Got the Yamaha out in front with Bohat, and then that Sea-Doo with Samuel. 007 in second place behind Bohat, trying to track her down.
And Benjamin Mantle getting to watch the other riders in front, which is a great way to learn how to race.
We do have some new riders out there today, so welcome. I think Alex Smith. She is probably her first time out here racing with Pro Watercross, so welcome.
Wow, Jonathan Samuel came into the final buoy, getting onto the front straightaway at about 20 miles faster than he could be to make the corner, went way wide, and thankfully controlled it. And Jamal Reyes out of Miami, Florida, coming through. Here comes Benjamin Mantle. Benjamin, a viral sensation by the end of the day.
On the Kawasaki 15F out there, matching up against a bunch of supercharged boats. .138, Bohat comes down the front straightaway with the lead. She is charging this morning. 007 in second, Jonathan Samuel. Livonia, Georgia product on that Sea-Doo.
What else do we have in Livonia, Georgia? Oh, yeah, Lake Hartwell.
Pro Watercross.
Jamal Reyes doing everything he can to get the Yamaha going. You see him rocking it.
Benjamin Mantle on the gas on that Kawasaki 15F out there. Kudos to him. Blue flag with the yellow stripe comes out, and letting the rider know that the leader is coming up behind, and to kindly move out of the way. New rider. Pretty sure this is her first time out here. I think that's Alex Smith. Oh no, here comes Alex by right now.
And as a 49er, lifetime 49er fan, Alex Smith takes on another meaning for me.
Oh, you know what he takes on for me, meaning-wise?
Nothing.
Just
that cover it?
Well, no, a gruesome injury that I really felt bad for him.
And so happy to see that he actually got back out on the field.
Yeah.
17 surgeries to keep his leg.
Insane.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all I think about
So
now.
the white flag was out. Here comes the checker, Jamie Bohat. Absolutely unstoppable.
Great ride for Jamie this morning. As well
Jonathan Samuel
Yep.
hit second.
I don't think these guys know that. They don't know the race is over. They want to keep going. A race director.
They're enthusiastic.
Like, hey, stop him,
Jamal
please.
Ray's throwing his hand up in the air. He'll get third position.
On Sundays, boy, the novice beginner runabout class is always exciting.
And there's Alex Smith in the fourth position. And, of course, Benjamin Mantle on that 724 come through and rounding out the field.
Sport GP, race number 7 on the line. Sport GP.
Gonna be fun. We look. Oh, look who's here. Christian Daly. Well, let's go ahead and make the call out, Rick, on the number 5 out of Carmel, Indiana. 23 years young, Christian Daly.
Number 43 out of Dawsonville, Georgia, riding for Liqui-Moly. Superior Auto House on the Polaris, Wyatt Hayes.
On the double 9 Sea-Doo out of Jacksonville, Florida. Sponsored by Live Ruthless, Absolute Performance Enables, Performance Jet Ski and Cycle, Jacksonville Power Sports, Thug Custom Cycles, and Broward Motorsports, Matt Johnson.
Number 111 out of Madison, Mississippi, riding for Judge Motorsports, Jet Trim, Jet Pilot, and Scat Track, Billy Dearman.
On the 116 out of Ackworth, Georgia. Sponsored by Farthing Racing, Jet Pilot, and Fox. He's 16 years old, Yamaha mounted, Devin Farthing.
Number 296 out of Port Charlotte, Florida, Wade Chapin, Broward Motorsports, Action Kawasaki and Abaco sponsored on the Bullet Hole Blaster. It is Hayden Skellett.
New set of lips, just working them in.
Wow, it's tough. Sunday morning coming down.
Well, let's finish up the lineup on the number 93, Gary Burtka.
You ever heard that Johnny Cash song, Sunday Morning Coming Down?
Yes.
It's epic. You got to listen to it if you haven't, because it's one of the great songs of all time. If you live a certain lifestyle, that is.
Yeah. And he certainly did.
As my partner up here is recovering from the world's biggest margarita.
Oh, man. Oh, we got Keller down there? Thomas Keller, throw your hand in the air.
Not on the
There we
sign-up
go.
sheet here. I hope he is listed with our scores. Okay, we're good to go. Good to go.
And that was Tom I saw down there.
Yes, it was.
Glad him back.
Good to see these racers out here today. Sport GP, good class. Got Blasters, got Polarises, got Sea-Doos. Only thing we're missing is X2s. This is going to be an 8-lap moto number 1 for Sport GP, race number 7 of the day. We're going to have a total of 26 races today. Race number 7 on the line. If they could just get a little louder, it would be so cool. When all of us are plugging our ears up here in the tower at the Sand, you, myself, and Robert Sand, all plugging our ears.
We want to save what little hearing we have left.
That's going to be a red flag.
I don't know which Billy Dearman that was.
I tell you what, that has got to be the loudest class that we've had in a long time.
Wow. Rocket ships.
Wow, is that loud?
It's a favorite class of I said it's a favorite class of mine.
What? Clearly, water boxes not allowed in this class.
Yeah, I'm sorry, sir. Your boat isn't loud enough.
Remove the water box, please.
Come back later when we can't hear ourselves think.
Can we just have a straight exhaust?
Why not? Everybody else does.
MotoGP? If you've ever been to a MotoGP race, man, I'll tell you what, it's earplugs required. First one I went to years ago, Laguna Seca. Wow.
Oh, Farthing with a great drive on the inside.
116 out in front.
And Christian Daly
Wow.
on the outside, Farthing on the inside.
Farthing with a great jump on that inside, but I'll tell you what, watch the outside.
Oh, man, Daly's
Look
on
at Daly,
fire.
look at Farthing, looks over, side by side into that left-hander. Farthing's going to hang on to the lead.
Oh,
Wow, we got a race going on here,
I
Kurt.
was just going to say those exact words. We have got a race. And there's battles going on in the back of the pack. This class, everyone's a good rider, and absolute hysteria at the start.
I got to tell you, Kurt, man, Devin Farthing is on fire today. He rocketed out in that Blaster GP moto earlier. Now, same thing here today. He is lit. He is completely on fire.
You don't have to yell at me.
I'm recovering.
He is on fire. Wow. Look at that. And I, in no way, would have thought that Christian Daly, being that close at the start, he's getting gapped. Devin Farthing is gone.
And we know how fast Daly is,
Wow.
man. He just dominated yesterday in sport. And then in third place, Skellett right there as well. Hayden Skellett, 295 on the gas, 296, I'm sorry, on the gas in third. Keep an eye on Hayden Skellett, but right now, look at Devin Farthing out in front, and Christian Daly is doing everything he can to get that Sea-Doo up behind Farthing's Blaster. Sport GP, these boats are hauling.
Well, and I'm watching Devin, really closely. Watch how close to the buoy he's getting. He's driving forward through that. He's not off the gas, so he can control where he's going. These things are so powerful.
Yeah, he is an amazing rider.
He is gapping the world.
Yes,
right
he is right now. He's
Holy
on.
cow.
And you know what? The Farthing team, Dustin has got these boats dialed, man. They have got some nice equipment.
Yes, he does. But man, when you get equipment like this, you got to be able to ride it. Not anybody can get off one of these and go.
No,
can't
absolutely.
even circulate.
And Devin is just amazing on this Blaster.
Well, Christian Daly, I mean, he is probably the premier HX rider, except for maybe Richard Taylor, but Richard Taylor's boat wasn't really an HX.
No, that was a Franken boat.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal boat.
Truly a
I love
Franken.
seeing
That was
thing.
truly a Franken boat. But Daly's incredible on the HX. There is no question about it, and that speaks volumes about how fast Farthing is going here this morning.
So Daly's got to hope that Farthing gets stuck behind somebody else.
Yep.
Chuck.
Daly working hard on that Sea-Doo HX. Christian Daly out of Carmel, Indiana. Of course, son of famous race car driver Derek Daly.
Women's runabout, Buck Stuck. We need one more boat to the line now. There it goes, Valentina. Thank you.
Phenomenal race out of front. Daly is absolutely ballistic on that HX. Coming down that left side of the track trying to catch Farthing, and he is starting to reel him in a little bit here. As we watch him come down the front straightaway, Farthing 116 in the lead. Here comes Daly right behind him. Daly on the gas, boat number 5.
As those two go by, Gary Burtka felt them coming, moved over, stopped to let the leaders by. What great sportsmanship by Burtka.
Hayden Skellett back there lurking in third, but he's been gapped a little bit, which is unbelievable. because we know how fast Hayden is
Wow.
his blaster. But the two leaders are really getting on here in Naples, Florida this morning. It's a Pro Watercross Liqui World Championships.
Yeah,
we
that's
are seeing
Dearman
some
down
great
over
racing.
there. And back up. He's like a cork.
One more time. Here they come down the front straightaway. The leaders. White flag out. 1 lap to go for Devin Farthing. Daly on the outside now cutting in. Trying to cut into that lead of Devin Farthing with 1 lap to go, Kurt.
And I'll tell you what, this split course decision is going to be critical because I don't know if Dearman knows that how close the leaders are. Yep, Devin goes inside. I would have too. Christian goes outside. He's in Dearman's pop wash, but Daly getting a good drive. Christian Daly getting a great drive. They're side by side.
Daly got him.
Daly got to take it.
Daly got him. Daly got him on that outside split.
Devin, why didn't you go to the inside?
That's right where we saw Dustin Farthing pass Camden Powell on that last lap yesterday. Same exact move. Daly uses it to perfection here this morning. Takes the win just in front of Devin Farthing. What a race in this Sport GP Moto 1. Wow.
Wow, wow, wow. And that was the same situation we had yesterday. I don't know that it would have made a difference, but I think if Devin would have went to the inside, potentially he might have been able to catch Christian there because there was a rider in front of Christian.
And 296, Hayden Skellett comes in third in a phenomenal moto here.
And great to see Tom Keller out there on the 222. Well, that's only moto number 1. We got 2 more motos of that, Rick. On the line now, women's runabout box stock. On the number 138 Yamaha to Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin. Sponsored by Jet Trim Dean's Team, 2 Wicked Racing and Z-Force Racing. Once again, Jamie Bohat.
We need a holder on the line, please. 1 holder down to the line if we could. Thank you.
A superior holder.
Yes,
a large holder.
Would be ideal. Number 138Y out of Winthrop Harbor, Illinois. On the Nielsen Enterprises, BP Concepts, Raz Racing, Dad, Caring for Kids, Clothing, Grandpa and Grandma, the Bohats, Peyton Rasmussen.
Peyton, you're just ripping my heart out with those sponsors. On the 176 Yamaha out of Miami, Florida. She's sponsored by Reba, Miami Jet Ski, Liqui Moly, and Jet Pilot, Valentina Lescano.
And number 719 out of Hattiesburg, Mississippi, on the Sea-Doo, 53 years old, Alex Smith. Oh, she asked me not to say that. I meant 29.
Yeah, she just gave you a... Hey, Alex, is he number 1 with you? Oh, Rick Lake. Shame.
Well, you know, you can't.
Just couldn't help yourself. It wasn't
intentional.
It was an honest error.
It was not intentional, I assure you.
And frankly, all right, here we go.
Exactly right. Here we go.
Oh, Jamie Bohat getting a drive. Boy, a little tight there. Who is that on the outside? Is that, it's not Val. Is that Alex Smith? No.
138.
Bohat.
That's 138Y. Peyton Rasmussen on the outside.
That's Jamie Bohat in the lead. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Jamie's in front. Peyton's in.
Of all the numbers, how do we have 2 138s in the same race? You know, there's 4 riders, and we have 2 of the same numbers. I mean, really? How does that work? It's hard enough to see the numbers, let alone a Y or an X little one next to it.
Not happening.
Not helping.
Just not happening. Whoa, a little crazy out there.
Is that out? Well, no, it's not because it's not a Sea-Doo.
Yeah, that's Jamie Bohat for sure. She and her husband rode the same boat. And there's Peyton Rasmussen.
Okay, sorted out, more or less.
Oh, looks like Val's got an issue with that boat.
Oh, that's too bad. Valentina Lescano bringing that 176 in. That's what I thought. I thought that was the because the Bohats have the other colored ski. Rasmussen out in front. Peyton Rasmussen with the lead. 34 years old out of Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin.
This is just not my morning. It is really not my morning.
It's okay, Kurt.
Yes, thank you. We're all human, can make errors.
That's
And
the
my
bottom line.
apologies.
Jamie Bohat in second.
And I'm going to throw this out here. Peyton Rasmussen is on fire right now. Jamie Bohat is unstoppable in her home area. I mean, now watch out there.
There we go down the front straightaway. It is Rasmussen with the lead, 138, followed by 138. Bohat. So Rasmussen and Bohat going at it here. They are pretty evenly matched on those Yamahas. This is runabout, women's runabout box stock.
Hey, this is as good as any race we've seen today. Look at these two going at it. There's only one buoy between them. Peyton Rasmussen really having a charge today.
And here comes Rasmussen down the front straightaway, taking that white flag. 1 lap to go. See if Bohat can get by some way, somehow, but I don't think it's going to happen the way Rasmussen looks out there in the lead, looking good.
Oh, look at that. Valentina Lescano sees the leaders coming by. She stops, lets them go. Great sportsmanship. Hey, circulate. It's only the first moto. You
Yep.
got 2 more. You can get some points.
They're savvy racers, that Miami jet ski shop team. They
Oh, yeah.
know. She looks like she's in full limp mode on that Yamaha.
Right.
But going to pick up a position the best she can, and got 2 more to go, like you said. So you never know what can happen today.
Well, you know who's not in limp mode? That's Peyton Rasmussen.
Nope.
She's going to come by and claim the Moto 1 win. In second position, Jamie Bohat.
All right, super course, 200, 300.
Oh, man. Well, we've got 2 of the 4 Supercourse boats. Looks like, well, I see number 88 down there. That's Arnold Martinez. Peyton Rasmussen getting a little razzing from her fans on the beach. There's Andre Edmondson down here in the 3. He's in the 300 plus. We should see the 724 of Benjamin Mantle. Where is he at? Hopefully fueling up. And the 777 of Juan Lescano. And there we go. Lescano brought out a brilliantly fast machine at our last Supercourse event. It was ballistically fast. We'll see what happens here. All right, it just heard, folks. Important news. The Pro Watercross merchandise tent is open. We've got some more of these Pro Watercross World Championship shirts. You want to jump down there? These are $50 colored shirts. They're selling for $30. There's a couple others there. I believe we still have a fair amount of sizes, but we are getting close. So if you'd like to get one, don't wait while the Supercourse is going on. Run back over to the booth and grab your size while you can.
All right, getting ready for the Le Mans start for the Supercourse endurance race. It's going to be a long one around the outside of the track here in Naples. There's the whistle here. Riders jump on their skis. Who is going to get the first one lit? There, got those lanyards in, and off we go. Looks like 315 Andre Edmondson out in front. Somebody had a little issue out there in the first. Maybe everybody had an issue. I don't know. Looks good, though. 315 Edmondson. This is going to be a long one. It's like 88. Arnold Martinez in second behind Edmondson. There are two different classes, actually, 200 plus, 300 plus, super course. And it's 315 Andre Edmondson on the Sea-Doo on the 300 plus division out in front.
Rick, public service announcement. If you have a white Ford Super Duty truck and you're in the back parking lot, you're from Miami, Florida, got a license plate B as in boy, Robert, X-Ray, Queen, 83, you have 15 minutes before your machine is towed. You're parked on the grass, and we cannot have it. If you'd like to keep your car for the ride home, please just move it. That's all you got to do. Run over there and move it. You got 15 minutes. It's easy.
All right, got a good little battle going on here. Edmondson and Arnold Martinez going at it. They are in two different classes, but still racing out there, having a good time and going around this course wide open on these big runabouts.
Well, Rick.
Yes, sir.
I only see 3 boats circulating now. What? We're missing one. Do you know who it is?
Andre Edmondson's out in front. Arnold Martinez in second. And in third place is 88.
That's Arnold Martinez.
Well, that's Arnold Martinez. There's 288s?
Of course there is.
Of course.
No, there's only one. Well, I don't know.
I'm surprised, really, they're not all the same number.
Well, that was Andre Edmondson that went by for sure. Is that Juan? Yeah, that's Juan Lezcano.
I don't see a number on him, but I believe it is.
Yeah, well, it says Miami Jet Ski Shop on the bottom, and I watched him get on the boat earlier. So
there you go.
Without a number, though, of course, Juan. I don't know how they're scoring you, sir. Or maybe they're not.
So this is Arnold Martinez. And Edmondson coming around to lap Martinez. He's already... Lezcano on the gas now. Andre Edmondson out in front. Andre, 20 years old, out of West Carolina, riding for Drippin' Performance, Grand World Fire Farms. We got a problem with the mic over there, Maestro?
One, two, 1, 2. Mine works.
1, 2. 1, 2.
1777 right in front of us. Juan Lezcano. Yeah, and folks, just want to point out this is your opportunity to go to the Pro Watercross merchandise tent, get a new shirt, go and get some lunch. That way you can wear the shirt, eat the lunch, spill something on it, wash it, and have it clean for tonight while Supercourse is going on. Yeah, it is.
Now it is.
Oh, man.
Sounds fun, Kurt.
It does sound fun, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
You know what, really, all kidding aside, these new shirts, the collared shirts, look awesome. I washed mine, and it still fit, so that's a good thing. They're sublimated ink, so they're going to look good for decades. The ones we were wearing yesterday.
Yeah, those will outlast the earth.
Well, they were a hot seller yesterday. People are giving them all kinds of compliments. A collared shirt rather than the non-colored that we normally wear.
Yeah, no, the collared shirts are hot topic. Highly sought after.
You better get over there now while they still have a double X for you, Rick. That's all I got to say.
I've got
anyway,
mine.
This is your opportunity to go grab some lunch, get some of the merchandise that we have there. They've got some sales stuff going on as well as those beautiful collared shirts. And we got about 20 minutes to do that as Supercourse goes on. Andre Edmondson still out in front on that 315. See-do.
Thirty-minute race here. Andre Edmondson continues to circulate around the track here out in front. That 315 Sea-Doo leading the way. a white flag is coming out. One lap to go for Andre Edmondson. Puts his fist up in the air. He's like, yeah. 30-minute super course. Nope.
You know, this kind of reminds me of the Marcon, except it's not bitterly cold in a questionable location.
It's not cold on the rocks, and
Oh, man.
it's not 4 hours long.
Well, you did the Marcon, or
I-
you attended the Marcon.
I've raced the Marcon.
Did you? Did you ever
Yeah.
do it at Salton Sea? I think they only did it 1 year.
No. I did help Lou Peralta out many, many years ago with a endurance race on the Salton Sea. So Edmondson takes the win here in Supercourse.
I had my own business for 15 years, and then we did a vacation here in Florida. We liked it, so we moved here. The weather was one of the main things we came over. And then we have to make a living, of course. That's why we do what we do best. Sausage. You come in as a customer, you become a friend.
Broward Motorsports, South Florida's premier power sports dealer with 4 locations: Davie, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, and
Broward Motorsports, and great morning of racing. Had some great battles. Now this afternoon, looking for 2 more motos worth. It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And boy, I'll tell you what, brilliant sunshine, little breeze, which is perfect. A little more wouldn't hurt.
We're
And as I look over my shoulder, I want to look back the other way where the clear skies are.
we're
and
going to
it's
wish
gorgeous.
those clouds away behind us, but we'll deal with it like we did yesterday. getting ready to go right back into closed course racing with moto number 2. All right, Caden Baldwin, Dustin Voss, Junior Spark Stock, 13 to 15-year-old. Moto number 2, taking off right now, and it was Caden Baldwin out of Denver, North Carolina, 12 years old, took the win. In Moto number 1, Dustin Voss, 14, out of Harvard, Illinois, in second. Looks like they're picking up right where they left off in Moto number 1 with Caden Baldwin out in front. Both riders obviously on the inside split. Caden down the front straightaway with the lead. Number 59, Voss behind him in second. Caden Baldwin riding for Fly Racing, obviously Champion Power Sports and BP Concepts. These two riders pretty evenly matched out there. This is about the distance they were separated the entire first moto, as both elect to go to the outside split here, completing lap number 1. Baldwin one more time down the front straightaway with the lead. Behind him, Dustin Voss. Dustin Voss with a phenomenal ride yesterday in amateur ski stock. Really dominated that class. Great ski rider. And 14 years old. Out of Harvard, Illinois, riding for Hammer Time Sports. 53 CBD Electric by George. Castle X IPD Graphics. Dustin Voss. And he is trying to figure out a way to get that Sea-Doo a little closer to Caden Baldwin and try to force a mistake by young Caden. But Caden has become quite the watercraft racer over the last couple of years. And Voss just down and got those elbows up. Great racing form as he chases Caden. I think he's closing the gap just a smidge on Caden here in this Junior Spark Stock 13 to 15-year-old class. Down the back part of the race course, both on the outside split, coming on to the left-hand side, and they both elect to take that outside split as well on the left-hand side of the track. Caden working his way around, left, right, and then a left onto the front straightaway. Got that Yamaha EX pinned. Voss behind him on the Sea-Doo Spark. And the Yamaha EXs typically have had a little bit of an advantage, we've seen, over the Spark in the IROC class. That hull's just a little bit bigger. It's just a smidge bit faster, I think. It's tough to say for sure. Pretty evenly matched, so the Spark lighter, I would say. Both entry-level watercraft, if you want to get into personal watercraft racing. This is a great way to do it. These are relatively inexpensive right off the showroom floor. The Spark, Sea-Doo Spark in the $5,000 plus range, $5,000 to $6,000 in that ballpark. The EX a little bit more, I think about $7,000 roughly MSRP, maybe just a hair over that. But both phenomenal recreational boats. That's really what they're designed to be, is fun, easy to ride, relatively inexpensive, and not overpowering boats. Easy for everybody to ride, families to enjoy. and to get into the sport of personal watercraft. And, of course, they make great race boats, as we see out here on the tour and at the World Championships. White flag going to come out. 1 lap to go for Caden. Look how close Dustin Voss is behind Caden, but he just can't quite close that gap on Caden Baldwin. Caden riding just absolutely a perfect race thus far. No mistakes, and really not opening the door for Dustin Voss at all. Because if he does, Voss will be right there on him. Voss, a terrific competitor out of Illinois. All right, left-hand side of the track, winding down here, final lap. Oh, and Voss goes to the inside split this time. Great decision by Dustin Voss to see if he can make a move. This is going to be tight. Here comes Caden Voss making the turn. Oh, he digs hard, but it's going to be Caden Baldwin taking the win here in Moto number 2. Dustin Voss with a fine effort on the inside split to try to close that gap and overtake Caden, but not to be here in Moto number 2 for Junior Spark 13-15. All right, great race coming up. Blaster GP, Moto number 2, last moto. It was Devin Farthing really taking off. Devin has been riding amazing today, as he has just dominated his 2 races. Well, I take that back. Second race, he did get beat by Christian Daly. Wait a second, Rick. What are you talking about here? But this Blaster GP was a great race between Farthing and Skellett and Nemi in Moto number 1 and Moto number 2. We're looking for more of the same. Down on the starting line, number 7 out of Swanee, Georgia. On the Liqui-Moly, 100% chiropractic. Superior Auto House, Kids Choice Watermelons, O'Neill Racing, and Liat Protectives. 25 years old, Andrew Hancock. Number 13 out of Davie, Florida, the Broward Motorsports, Judge Motorsports, Shoei Cabrera Motorsports, Jet Trim, Jet Pilot, Works Racing, Yamaha. Well, they're all Yamahas, the Blaster GP, based on Yamahas. Sammy Nemi, 111 out of Madison, Mississippi, of the Judge Motorsports, Jet Trim, Jet Pilot, Scat Track, Blaster. It's Billy Dearman. 116 out of Devon, out of Ackworth, Georgia. On the Farthing Racing, Jet Pilot Fox, Blaster, Devin Farthing. 295 out of Port Charlotte, Florida. On the Rolling Stone Granite, Wade Chapin, Action Kawasaki, Broward Motorsports Bullet, Taylor Skellett, and 296 also to Port Charlotte on the Bullet, Hayden Skellett.
Hayden Skellett rocketing off the outside
Wow.
with Farthing on the inside, Rick.
Devin
Deja
Farthing
vu
just
all over
shot
again.
out of that gate, man. Woo! Farthing just leaped out of the gate. He is on fire today. He is looking so good.
Oh, Hayden Skellett, full on attack mode. Oh, it's going to be Farthing. Skellett's going to be here, but Farthing will have position.
Farthing's got it. Skellett's going to fall into second this time, right behind Devin.
What a great move by Hayden Skellett. Do you see him set up wide? So he didn't lose a little bit of acceleration. He knows that Farthing got away from him in Moto number 1. He doesn't want to have that happen again. Skellett going to go follow Farthing on the outside split.
I believe that's Taylor Skellett in third.
It does look like Taylor
As
in that
well.
boat for sure.
Look at Devin Farthing and
Nemi on the
Hayden
inside.
Skellett get it on here on the left-hand side of the track. Moto number 2, Blaster GP. It was Farthing taking the win in Moto number 1. Skellett now putting the pressure on Farthing down the front straightaway.
Well, Sammy Nemi and Taylor Skellett are going at it. Nemi got by Taylor on the back straight. Taylor in that 4th position. In 5th, multi-time champion Billy Dearman. And on the number 7, Andrew Hancock. Hancock was running up front in moto number 1. They had a little issue, and he's in the back of the pack right now. He's going to have to move up, Rick.
Yeah, he's got some work to do out there, no question about it, Kurt. But out in front on the left-hand side of the track, Devin Farthing is absolutely on fire. I don't know how else to put it today. He is just really riding perfectly for the most part all day, and he is in front of Skellett and charging.
Well, let's try. Stupendous, fantastic, marvelous, ultra crazy, wonderful. Yeah. Now, seriously, though, today is the day. Devin is definitely focused today, you know?
Yeah, looking good. Daly got by him in that other class on the last lap, but, you know, Devin is riding absolutely on fire today, looking great. Hayden Skellett behind him, really, really a fast rider on these blasters, but it is Devin leading the way here in moto number 2.
It is such a fun class. I love the way that the sport riders, you know, the boat turns in. It's more like probably, as I'm thinking about it, Rick, and why I like it so much, my road racing experience, because they're very much like a road racer. You lean off the inside. The straighter you can keep it up, the better it is. The lower you can get your center of gravity, the faster you can go.
And you know, we've seen the young guns emerge here we talk about it all the time now on the Pro Watercross Tour, and led by Devin Farthing and the Skelletts and the Nemes and Revin Harris's and others. But one of the things they all have in common, they're relatively small physically, and they're able to really lay these blasters over in the corner, utilize that power to weight ratio to their advantage, and they've really taken over the sport in the sport class, blaster class. I mean, they are just phenomenal riders. Because power to weight means a lot, you know, in racing.
Yeah, it's significant.
Hard to overcome.
I believe that they say 3 pounds is a horsepower.
Well, the way these young guns ride, I'll tell you what, it sure looks like every bit of that. Because they have just taken over the sport, and by the same token, as you were saying, it's really fun to watch because they are vicious competitors, great friends off the track, but man, do they get it on the race course.
Wow, I'll tell you what, you could take a snapshot. If you just hold your hands up, Rick, and you only watch one rider at a time, you could choose any one of these riders and say, that's the fastest sport rider on the block.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely.
Very true, and they are all so close to each other in speed. But, you know, enough to where on a particular day, one will be a little faster than the other. And on this particular day, it is definitely Devin Farthing, but, you know, don't give up on Hayden Skellett here.
Man, I'm telling you, Hayden Skellett is riding. He is riding amazingly well. If you watch his style, watch where his choices around each and every buoy. When he threads 2 or 3 together, he is making all the right moves. Oh, Dignitaries on the tower. Whammer.
Oh, good to see Whamilton up here in the tower. He came up to let us know, hey, that's my hole out in front, Devin Farthing on the Whamilton Blaster.
Oh, no, that's a secret. You're not supposed to tell anyone.
Oh, too late now. It's out.
And Whammer saying tell everybody.
Yeah, he wants everybody to know that's his boat out in front with Devin Farthing on it. Is that a full carbon fiber hull, Whammer? Mixed carbon fiber composite. So what's that thing weigh? Really? What's the advantage of it?
Being lighter?
Lighter? No, but not that much lighter.
Center of gravity's lower.
Center of gravity's lowered.
Right.
You made some
So
changes on it.
lowers and that
Bring
makes
things down, turns
Yeah.
better, hooks up better.
You want the bottom to be a little bit heavier, actually, the very bottom, because it grips better.
Very cool.
And if you use clear, carbon fiber will come apart. Carbon fiber does not like to flex. You know what I mean?
So the composite comes into play. White flag out. 1 lap to go for our leader, Devin Farthing. Skellett right behind the boy. Farthing on that Whammer Hall, looking good, but he has had quite a day so far, Kurt.
Yeah, what a great, this is the opportunity for Skellett, the only one. Farthing has a lap rider who moves way over. Yeah, that's Andrew Hancock doing the right thing. Frankly, Hayden Skellis just had the best view on the water of the backside of Devin Farthing. There's just, he has done everything he can to catch Farthing, and not
happening.
Yeah, and I don't think it's for lack of effort or lack of skill at all.
Yeah, definitely not. It's just Devin's day here in Blaster GP. Another win for Devin Farthing, 116. Nice job, Devin. Also, 296, Hayden Skellett. Great race in second.
And I think we might have found out what the difference is as Whammer came up here and talked to us.
Well,
I mean, you got to look at the way those boats are going through. And that Whammer Hull Blaster was spectacular.
Yeah, you know what? That's good knowledge. You know, composite. You said the carbon fiber is, what's that, come apart, you said? Oh, it doesn't like to flex.
It's too brittle.
Too brittle, doesn't like to flex, so the composite is a better material for these hulls. Is that for all hulls or just for blasters? All hulls. Doesn't matter. Yep. And Whammer just said carbon fiber, when it comes apart, be careful. Don't go that way. Be careful. Carbon fiber, when it comes apart, is over. It's done day.
Yeah, I just heard, Rick, that our merchandise booth is going to be open till 2 o'clock. But
no way.
After that, after
You're
2, that's
me.
it.
Well, you better get down there now if you want to get some Pro Watercross merch.
Yeah, and if you want to get dry merchandise, you should get over there right away.
Quickly.
You've got till 2, but now you can shop in the dry.
Oh, well, thank you, Whamilton, for coming up here. Always good to see you, number one, my friend.
No doubt.
But to also really enjoy the knowledge. Whammer builds some of the best hulls in the world, and we got a little special knowledge there on those on the winner's hull. Beautiful.
It's the College of Rock Knowledge.
Yeah, the composite hull flexes better. Carbon fiber does not flex, and when it breaks badly and it's over. So the composite hull is the way to go. And if anybody should know, it's Whamilton. So now everybody around the world is rushing to their websites to check out Whamilton's site and see what the deal is on these composite hull blasters. So composite's the ticket. Here we all thought it was carbon fiber. It's composite. Nice. Good knowledge. We're getting ready to go here with moto number 2 of Novice Ski Stock.
All right, got another public service announcement. Wish we didn't. There is a black Z Chevy truck, Oregon plates, 577 GNK. It's got a roof rack on it. It's parked in the grass. It's been there for a while, but unfortunately, it has to be moved. And we got 15 minutes until we got to get it towed. All right, the park cannot have any vehicles on the grass. We've been saying it all weekend, and unfortunately, that one has got to go. Got to go now.
And we do not want to see anybody's vehicle towed.
Right.
So please, if that's your vehicle, please move it.
It's annoying to even have to ask, but, maybe they just came in this morning, didn't know about it. Anyway, please, if you know anyone that has that black Oregon truck with the roof rack, it's a Chevy Z 577 GNK. Just send them over there. Get it out of there. There is an entire parking lot back there. It's not as convenient, but go over there and your truck will be there at the end of the day when you go to drive home.
Yeah, you know, always a nice thing when your vehicle's there when it's time to leave. That's a plus. Nice way to end your day, being able to drive home, not call an Uber.
Yeah, well, and there's always that adrenaline rush when it's not there when you get back to where you parked it.
That's a big adrenaline rush, all right, not the kind you want. All right, we're getting ready to go with race number 12, Moto 2 for Women's Ski Limited, as well as Novice Ski Stock. We got a pretty good lineup on the Novice Ski Stock side, and we had
Not so much on the Women's Ski Limited side.
Not so much, but we had a lot of carnage out there. Moto number 1. Hopefully we got things a little sorted out for Moto 2 here.
Well, you see the 411, that's Jessica Wiebesek with her permanent holder, Gary Burtka, over on the far right-hand side of the line. And I told her in the pits, Jessica, you got to slow down so we can get some other girls out there on stand-ups. I know they ride them. All right, so Novice Ski Stock on the number 1 machine is Scott Hike out of Madison, Wisconsin. On the number 17 is Brad Hill out of Rutherford, North Carolina. On the 18, which one are you on, Brad? Which number, Bo? Can you turn sideways? 18, thank you. Just get it right. And Tegan, you're not riding with them, right? I know. Just for fun. Just for fun. All right, number 82, Kawasaki out of Cicero, Illinois. Joe Clark on the 99 out of Social Circle, Georgia. It's Daniel Newman. On the 1.1 out of New Franken, Wisconsin, it's Patrick Turkey Serenich. On the 111X out of Kingsville, Missouri, John Benson. On the 111 out of San Antonio, Texas, Troy Welch. On the 169 out of Indiana is Mike Hamaker. On the 187 out of Fort Myers, Florida, Giovanni Tejeda. On the 192 out of Naples, Florida, Joe Surratt. And rounding out the field, Timothy Stevens on the 220 Kawasaki. That's the lineup. Novice Ski Stock, race 12, motor number 2. Fire 'em up, boys. Let's make it happen. Oh, man. Oh, Moto 1 winner, Hamaker, dead off the line. Brad Hill, who was strong in last moto, looks like he's got a good drive on the outside. Yes, that's Hill on the outside. And is that Scott? Nope. That's at 111 at John Benson. Again, deja vu all over again. So you got Brad Hill on the outside, John Benson on the inside. Hill pulling away. He's got Serenich in second, but he's gapped him already. So 111X, Joe Benson drops into second. Serenich in third. The 102, 111, Troy Welch out there, and a cast of thousands. We'll let these riders sort themselves out as they go around. And once again, folks, they will not be using the log jump today. Here comes Brad Hill off of the back straightaway. Hill stretching his lead. He is he's on a drive now in second position. Serenich. Oh, and Hill goes down, but Serenich has to take the makeup, boy. And Hill, if he can get it going, trying to ride it outer than not quite enough. He just pulls in. I don't know that he's got John Benson right there behind him. That's going to be a surprise for Brad. Brad makes a turn. Able to keep that position. Serenich starting to gap Hill. Brad's got himself back together now. Oh, and Serenich gets a little hop there. He'll take advantage, trying to reel him in. Doesn't want to let Cernich get too far ahead too early in this moto. Now remember, Hill ran up front for almost the entire race before had an issue on the backside. So it's good to see Brad out front again. He's right behind Cernich. Cernich on that 1.1 Kawasaki out of New Franklin, or Franken, Wisconsin. Wow, and when Cernich gets down in the tray, that Cowie just whips right around, and he's got the timing to get that thing right back up. Watch him on the tight corners as he dips a hip. Hill in second. Looks like Troy Welch in third. There's Scott Hike on the little 550 in the fourth position. And here comes Moto 1 winner Hammaker. There's Jessica Wiebesek, way out front in her own class, and leading a couple of our novice ski stroke riders across the line. Far left-hand side of the course, making a turn. There's the 220 of Timothy Stevens. And Cernich making a move. We got, Joe Benson down over there having an issue. And here comes Brad Hill. And then, that's Joe Surratt in that third spot. Surratt is the Naples, Florida rider, 28 years old on that Yamaha. That is a black and blue boat you see headed out towards the backside of the course right now. The 82 of Joe Clark coming across the line. Clark looking solid. Got a battle raging over the far left-hand side of the course. That's Cernich going at it. Patrick Tricky Cernich out of New Franken looks over. He's out front. He hears the crowd. He's nodding his head. The halfway flags are out. They may be thinking about a pit stop to fuel up. Here comes Hill. And Joe Surratt. So Cernich in the lead. And the 111X of Joe Benson, I believe, is a lapper at this point. So that puts Hill in second and Surratt in third. Joe Surratt finished third in moto number 1. Mike Hammaker was first overall. Oh, got a rider down over there. Who might that be? Little too far. Cernich looking over at second, giving a big hoot holler as he goes by the scores at start-finish. And that is 111X of Joe Benson. John Benson, excuse me. That's the 99 there, Daniel Newman. And here's Brad Hill. And Joe Surratt right behind there. Joe Surratt is not going to let Brad Hill get away. He'll be having none of that, please, and thank you. Scott Hike coming down the front straight, looks over. The aforementioned Mike Hammaker in tow. Hammaker trying to get by that little 550, but I'll tell you what, very few people ride a 550 as well as Scott Hike does. Scott's been doing it for, a couple of years for sure. Oh, at the end of the straightaway, Ryder down right in the line. Back up and running. Here comes Hill. Followed by Surratt. The 111X of John Benson. The 99 of Daniel Newman. Scott Hike comes through, and he and Hammaker having a duel. Hammaker not able to get by, and Jessica Wiebesek pulling up on both of them. Jessica Wiebesek, she's got a gaggle of riders to go through there. Here's your leader, Cernich. He's got a battle with Joe Clark. Wants to get by Clark. Here he goes. So Cernich has about a little over a half a lap lead over second Brad Hill. And Hill has a one buoy lead over Joe Surratt. Oh, Hill getting a little sideways there. So Surratt on the black and blue 192 has been trying to chase down Brad Hill. He's gotten close, but not close enough. Meanwhile, your leader, Cernich, gotta be, I believe that's him, right here, coming onto the front straightaway. So it's not out of the question. Oh, well, it is out of the question. White flag lap, Rick.
Check. Yeah, it's amazing how much of a gap Cernich has created over himself and the rest of the field, because he was back a little bit early on in this moto, but he has just got, once he got in the lead, he literally just motored away from everybody. Remember, Brad Hill had led most of Moto 1 and was out in front here early on, and as well with Hammaker. But man, Cernich just took off here in Moto number 2, and once he got in the lead, and it was all over. And everybody else is vying for second and back from there. So great ride here in Moto number 2 for Patrick Tricky Cernich out of New Franken, Wisconsin. A lot of riders here from Wisconsin, Illinois, that upper Midwest area, traveled down here to South Florida, big trip, and really good to see these riders out here on the track. Always great to see Scott Hike. As Cernich takes the checkered look at you, we can hear him scream from up here, man. He is pumped up here in Moto number 2. Nice win by Patrick Cernich. Great job out there on that Kawasaki 800. And I think we got quite a wait here until second place comes across the finish line. I think 82 was back a ways. He's finished, but I think he was way down. And I think we're going to look at Brad Hill in second place. Thank you, Kurt Nolenberg, for taking over the duties, allowing me to have a little lunch break. I enjoyed that. Thank you, as you did the same. And it's going to be Brad Hill coming in, number 18, in second place, unofficially. And then Hammaker behind him in third. Those are our top 3, unofficially, of course. But We think we're pretty close. We always think that, though. All right, that brings us to race number 13 on the schedule, moto number 2 for veteran IROC stock. On the line for Moto 2, 22X out of West Harrison, Ohio. On the Judge Motorsports Yamaha, John Block. Number 22 out of Winthrop Harbor, Illinois on the Nielsen Enterprises Yamaha, Ryan Rasmussen. Number 56 out of Hattiesburg, Mississippi on the Sea-Doo, John Camino. Number 83 out of Indianapolis, Indiana on the Sea-Doo, Rosina Brabham. Number 88, I think it's 88-0, looks like, or 88-0. On out of West Allis, Wisconsin on the Sea-Doo, riding for Fly Racing, Reba Racing, and Clockwork Racing, Daniel Mulcahy. 121 out of New Berlin, Wisconsin on the Pro Watercraft Racing Sea-Doo, Eric Nels. And 729 out of Lake Placid, Florida on the Sea-Doo, Jeff Stanley. That is the lineup for moto number 2, veteran IROC stock. First moto was Ryan Rasmussen taking the win. Rosina Brabham in second, and Mulcahy finished in third. So Rasmussen in the driver's seat here, headed to number 2. Veteran IROC stock. Wouldn't surprise me to see John Block up there in the running here in Moto 2. You never know. He's always fast in this class. Brabham looked good. Nels is always fast, so we'll see. But it was all Ryan Rasmussen, moto number 1. He sits on the outside. He's pointing over at Mulcahy. Says he was fast. Well, we'll see. Got Moto 2 here to see how it all shakes down. 2020 Liqui Moly Pro Watercross World Championships presented by Broward Motorsports. Our final day of racing here in beautiful Naples, Florida, Southern Regional Park. And it has been absolutely a glorious weekend. Well, maybe except for a slight respite yesterday afternoon for a torrential downpour for about an hour. Gave us a chance to catch our breath, clear the air, and hopefully we're not going to have a repeat today, but it's entirely possible. You never know. This is Florida after all, and there's a reason things are very green here. All right. Waiting down on the line for the start here. Waiting for everybody to get into position. All right. Kevin Scott, our starter, flagman extraordinaire, says Let's rock and roll. So here we go. Moto number 2, veteran IROC stock. Rasmussen on the far outside. He'll be going to that outside split. Looks like he's got a pretty good jump. 83, Brabham. Rosina Brabham grabs the whole shot on the inside split. Is that John Block? Let's check as they come around onto the outside split and onto the front straightaway. That is indeed John Block. As I mentioned, he definitely could be a contender here in Moto number 2. We're used to seeing him up front, and he definitely is up front now, out in front. Took the whole shot on that outside split. Brabham battling in second, but she may have been displaced there by number 83. I believe that's Mulcahy. So Rasmussen, prophetic, point over Mulcahy, saying that he number 1. On the outside is Brabham. Rasmussen behind her as they work their way on the outside split. Everybody elected to go to the outside split here. And a spin out collision. John Block, 22, out in front, down the front straightaway with the lead. Everybody okay over there. 83, Brabham in second. And now 121, Eric Nels on that spark in third. Rasmussen on the gas out there, riding like Charlie Manson here, trying to work his way up through the pack. John Block down the front straightaway with the lead. I'd love to entertain you, Kurt Nolenberg, as you enjoy your lunch. Having a good time up here on the tower. Rick Lake, Kurt Nolenberg, bringing you all the action from Sudgeon Regional Park. Robert Santa, race director, up here with us. And, of course, the indomitable Richard Maverick Ignacio, live stream 247, bringing the action all over the world. Right, Mav? Oh, was it something I said? Watch out, Mav will spoof you. Got to be careful with that, man. On the left-hand side of the track, outside split, John Block, our race leader. Down the front straightaway. I had a feeling Block was going to look good in this second moto. '83, Mulcahy in second, and he has got his sights set on Block, and he is charging in that second place. So, yeah, Rasmussen on the gas, working his way back up. Not pleased at what took place on that first lap exchange. But right now, John Block all by himself out in front. He's got Mulcahy trying to track him down, but Block is a wily competitor and has taken a win in this class many, many times over the years. And he's out in front of that Yamaha EX, another Yamaha now in the front straightaway. That is Rosina Brabham, followed by the Sea-Doo Spark of 121. That is Eric Nels. Those are our top three right now. Rasmussen working his way up through the pack, trying to at least. In stock boats, it's not easy. It's not like you have a lot of horsepower or handling abilities that someone else doesn't have. They're pretty evenly matched. So you really got to ride a clean race and not make mistakes. And that's really what it's all about in these stock classes, for the most part. Block out in front. Race leader. 22 down the front straightaway. And then Rosina Brabham riding a good race again. She finished in second in moto number 1, and she is again in second place here. Moto number 2, the model of consistency. The Mulcahy back there, where did he go? Actually, I'm looking for Mulcahy. Don't see him. Oh, my goodness. White flag coming out for the leader. Block's going to take it with 1 lap to go as he's extending his lead just a little bit over Rosina Brabham. Rosina solidly in second with a hard charging Eric Nels in third. .129. Must be 7:29. Jeff Stanley in fourth. So Mulcahy must have had a problem out there. And checkered flag comes out. 22, John Block takes the win here in moto number 2. It's going to shake up the standings. Brabham second, Nels third. 7:29, Stanley in fourth, and 22, Rasmussen finishes in 5th position here in moto number 2 in veteran IROC stock. All right. Yeah. Onward we go. Junior Sport Stock 13-15. All right, Junior Sport Stock 13-15. First moto, it was Caden Baldwin taking the win. Tristan Ayala in second, and Keegan O'Connell in third. All right, starter Kevin Scott says, let's rock and roll here.
Don't see Jax Hayden down on the line. Hope he can make it in, but not so much.
Remember, Caden Baldwin on that Spark.
You mean the HX?
I mean the HX, yeah. Same company, different model.
Yeah,
oh,
one of those Sea-Doo Spark HXs.
And he once again takes the lead on that aforementioned HX Sea-Doo. And he is looking good. We talked about that in moto number 1. Looking good out there on the Sea-Doo HX.
Caden looking over at mom and dad a little too long, but wants to make sure the video looks good.
Ayala in second place. Next thing we know, Caden's going to be doing a Superman down the front straightaway.
Oh, please don't say that.
He's feeling pretty good on that HX, it seems to me. He's dialed in on that machine, and this is the first time he has raced it. So kudos to Caden Baldwin, 12 years old, and just looking fantastic on the Sea-Doo HX out there. This is Junior Sport Stock. And Caden is 12 years old, and it's amazing watching this young man ride. He just started racing, a couple years ago, I guess. He's about 10, and his first races were, as you would expect, and then he has just picked it up. Father Brian Baldwin, of course, multi-time national world champion, and so he's got great mentorship from Brian and great equipment, Champion Power Sports, Brian's company. And Caden's riding everything these days. He's riding the EX Yamahas. He's riding this HX. He's riding stand-ups. He just does it all. And I'm telling you, man, in a few years, this is going to be a young man that we're going to be talking about racing for the Pro World Championships.
Hey, I feel a Commander K1 in his future.
Yeah.
Right?
No doubt about it. I think that may be a couple years off yet, but we'll see. You never know. On the backside of the race course, back split on the outside. Caden Baldwin just railing around this course. You know, we're talking about Caden, but Tristan Ayala in second, riding for Broward Motorsports out of Pembroke, Florida. Really looking good on that blaster. It's just that Caden is a little faster on the HX.
Yeah, well, I would have liked to have seen if Ayala could have gotten the whole shot and
yeah,
Caden, and I'm not saying he couldn't get by. I'm sure he probably could, the way he's been riding that thing. But, you know, for Caden, it's basically a Sunday ride. I mean, nobody's in front of him. There's not enough riders on the track.
Totally.
That he's going to pass him. He might as well be out at the beach with his mom and dad. Except that he collects a trophy and a championship at the end here.
Yeah, not bad.
Ayala, though, riding the heck out of that thing. Now, you could look over there and think you saw Sammy Nimi riding that number 13 boat.
Down the front straightaway, white flag out. Caden Baldwin continues to lead over Tristan Ayala. And those two pretty much have been the same distance apart in both motos the entire time.
Up to the line next, novice runabout, box stock, race 15. We got about 4 boats down there. We are expecting 6 more. Well, we need some holders to the line. 4 of them if we could, maybe more. Folks, we could use some holders down here for this next race if you have the opportunity. Great option to get in the water, have a little fun, hold a high horsepower watercraft. Stretch your arms a couple inches. And there's the checker flag, wide away, Caden Baldwin. And Christian Ayala working so hard there. Spins it out the last moment. It might have been close.
Yeah, pull your arm out of the sockets, destroy your rotator cuff, and have a great day at the beach.
Why not? All right, we need some holders to the line, please. We could use 3 holders. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Hayes, as always. We can get, 4 more. Thank you. See you running down. Appreciate it. We get 2 more.
Yeah, no, we don't want that. Novice runabout box stock on the line. Race number 15. Moto number 2. Going to be 6 laps.
Going to get our new rider, the Benjamin Mantell. He's already got 43,000 hits on that, trying to put the life jacket over his helmet.
Will forever be known.
That's a gorgeous fly helmet. We won't miss him, will we, Rick?
You know about those fly helmets a little bit, don't you?
I know a little bit about him.
Yeah.
Couple
yeah,
of decades.
it's a good one. Definitely.
All right.
Of course, the fact that he's on a 15F is even even more distinguishable.
Yeah!
All right, great job.
Good call by his holders.
Go, 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 they said. A perfect start.
Wow.
Nice job.
And he gets the Benjamin Mantle gets a hole shot on the inside.
On a naturally aspirated Kawasaki against supercharged boats. You got to be kidding me. Oh, no. And little trouble on the course detection, but hey, it's not easy when you're out there. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen. Really, really easy to go the wrong way. It's your first race, man, and you look up and where do I go? It happens. We've all seen it many times, and it's no disgrace for sure at all.
Well, a little bit of melee there in the first lap.
It's just a little dangerous.
Yeah. Could be scary.
So is that 138 of Jamie Bohat out in front once again. And then a 007, Jonathan Samuel on the Sea-Doo behind her.
Deja vu all over again.
Boy, you couldn't.
One more time.
Exactly right. Right where they were.
Wow, Benjamin Mantle got that hole shot on the inside. He is working hard on that big Kawasaki.
Well,
oh,
no. He went back to make up the buoy. Boy. It's funny, the new riders, they must be watching videos from the old days.
The old videos, no doubt.
Because
you don't circle the buoy.
You used to go back to pick up a buoy that way, believe it or not, which boggles my mind we used to do that. But then somebody got smart and came up with the makeup buoy, which was way safer. And, of course, I think that had a lot to do with runabouts.
Oh, yeah, of course.
More than anything. But even on skis, doesn't matter.
And the HXs, of course.
There's nothing worse than hearing the impact of fiberglass on fiberglass, man. It just makes me hurt from up here.
Oh, listen, all my ex-broken bones ache when I hear that noise.
Yeah. Well said. Well, somebody's on a 502, and it's not Brian Baldwin.
I think it's Valentina.
Is it really? Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, that looks like her helmet. Looks like her body.
That is interesting. So, Bohat out in front, Jonathan Samuel. Wait a second. Samuel comes by.
Bohat came by a long time ago.
So Bohat is really laying down the tracks here, so much so that we can't even keep up with her from up here.
Well, you were speaking. I was going to say something. She went by, but didn't want to interrupt. She is flying out there. And Samuel, I believe, got stuck over, did a little spin, and that cost him a lot of distance. Up next, race 16, Sport GP to the line.
Bohat one more time by us. Boy, she is turning in some fast lap times here.
Now that you say that, I'm going to go ahead and get a timer going.
That sounds like a good idea. Novice runabout box stock, and Jamie Bohat is fast. Jonathan Samuel, out of Livonia, Georgia, of course, the home of a great round of the Pro Watercross Tour every year on beautiful Lake Hartwell. All right. Red flag is out. Normally would be a black flag, but I probably don't have a black flag on the boat, but wow. Somebody probably going the wrong way out there. Yeah. All right. Are we timing Bohat? We got a time. Oh, cruising. Okay. Doesn't count. 138. Jamie Bohat takes the win with a great ride here. Moto number 2, 007. Jonathan Samuel takes second. Looks like 176. Jamal Reyes in third.
Where's that 724? There's Benjamin taking the makeup, boy.
Sport GP on the line. Plug your ears. That's all I can think of right now when I see them lined up. Absolutely the loudest class of the weekend right here.
Oh, no question at all.
And we had some other ones that were fairly loud, but this completely is in a different category.
Not even close. Not even close.
All right, ready to go. Sport GP, moto number 2. First moto, it was Christian Daly. It took the win barely over Devin Farthing. Farthing led the race the entire way. It was a last lap pass by Daly. Farthing is absolutely on fire today. And other than that last lap pass by Daly, which, you know, Daly is just a rocket ship on this Sea-Doo.
Yeah, he's almost as fast as Caden Baldwin on an HX.
Almost. But Farthing has been perfect today and absolutely flying out there.
Well, I can't wait for this start. Farthing on the outside, Daly on the inside. They're going to meet at the start-finish line. How close can it be?
It's going to be a good race. This is going to be a really good one to watch. If you like sport racing, and heck, if you like racing period, this should be an outstanding moto. With Daly, you got Farthing, Billy Dearman, Tom Keller, of course, Skellett. We saw him frantically riding back to the pits. It looked like his steering cable broke. So I think he's not going to make this one.
Skellett getting a good drive off of the line, but Daly drops right in. Daly dropped right in there. Farthing strong on the outside.
Yeah, pretty much what we expected. Daly with the inside hole shot. Farthing just railing it on the outside.
Here comes Daly, though. Daly's got it by a mile.
Oh, man. Farthing's got his work cut off for him here in Moto number 2 as Daly takes the hole shot and the lead here early on.
Billy Dearman dropping into that third place. Glad to see Dearman up front. He got off the line strong. Burka way back now on that HX. He's trying to get that thing back in the fray early in the race.
And I believe Skellett did not make it out for this moto as we saw him frantically ride into the pits with a broken, it looked like a broken steering cable.
He's on another boat.
He
got a second boat. Yeah,
he
I heard
jumped
him
on
talk.
a backup. Sorry.
As a matter of fact,
is he in third
or fourth, I believe?
The lead on the gas on the HX. The Blaster, Devin in second.
Fifth.
In 111, Dearman 99, and then Skellett back about 5th or 6th.
Tom Killer back there in the 222, a blast from the past.
So Skellett on a backup boat out there.
Ooh, you got foam. Sounds better. It stops you from giving COVID to the microphone. Daly goes by. There's Daly starting to stretch his lead over Farthing. Devin's got to wick it up just a little bit if he wants to stay within striking distance. But honestly, Christian Daly has got this course wired. He's making good decisions, setting up. Watch him come off the back straightaway. That boat's got to be doing 70. Pops it in and through. Yeah. Well, especially that HX. There goes Dearman.
Hello.
And there's Hayden Skellett. Skellett back of Matt Johnson there.
Well, Skellett now in a backup boat out there. Had to take his main GP boat in as he looked like he broke his steering cable. Something broke.
Well, and Johnson finished behind Skellett. Skellett was third in the last moto, so Hayden get by Johnson. That'll be good for him for the overall. Here goes your leader, Christian
Yeah, one
Daly.
more time. Daly just flying on that HX. And here comes Devin Farthing, and looks like Devin Farthing's going to have a tough time with Christian Daly here in Moto number 2. And Billy Dearman in third overall. And then Skellett coming along.
Christian Daly getting set to start lapping riders in this class.
Boy.
This is a GP class.
I
Wow.
can't believe how fast Daly's been around this track right now.
Thank you for saying that, Rick.
He is absolutely on the gas.
We're going to find out. Here comes Burtka with Tom Killer in tow. And here comes
There's Daly on the gas.
Daly. Wow, Keller getting on the bond rail there. Couldn't get off of it. Just about making a U-turn. And look out, Tom, because Christian Daly is coming through.
Oh, man. Look at Daly work through lap traffic. A thing of beauty out there.
Oh yeah, he hasn't used the inside all day until he needs it. There he goes.
Well, I don't think the inside's the way to go on that outside split, but nonetheless, he made it work.
He sure did. And Tom Keller is full of adrenaline right now as he watched his life flash before his eyes as Daly went by 2 inches away at 70 miles an hour.
I didn't see that coming, Kurt, to be honest with you. And all of a sudden, Daly was inside of him in a flash. Oh, man.
Well, I believe that was a little over 43-second lap.
Oh, man. That's up there with GP runabouts, I believe. Were we in about that time yesterday on the pro class?
What's that?
The time, lap time.
Yeah, it was
low 40s.
Well, 43.
Yeah,
that was the fastest lap all day.
Man, oh man, that move on Tom Keller by Christian Daly was mind-boggling. As Daly comes by one more time, white flag out, 1 lap to go for race leaders. 1:16, Devin Farthing in second.
So Daly's last 2 laps averaged 45 seconds.
1:11, Billy Dearman in third, 99. That is Matt Johnson in fourth. Skellett in fifth.
Daly's slowing down. He looked over his shoulder.
I think he's on cruise mode now with about a turn to go. Checkered flag out. Christian Daly takes the win here. Moto number 2, Sport GP. Devin Farthing is going to take second overall in this second moto.
Looks like Billy Dearman
yep.
dropped in there in the 3rd spot, Rick. And followed through by that double 99 Matt Johnson.
And then 295, Hayden Skellett.
So Skellett and Johnson flipped between those 2 motos, so they're tied on points. Next moto going to make the difference for one of those 2.
Oh, women's runabout box stock on the line, race 17.
And okay, I want you to look at this.
Okay.
What's the yellow boat say on the back?
Bohat.
What number?
138.
What's the one on the right say?
Bohat.
And
138.
you see my confusion.
Hey, you don't have to explain, man. It's tough.
Well, I know Peyton's there because otherwise Ryan wouldn't be holding Jamie. That's what I'm saying. They're friends, but yeah. Yeah, yellow. Oh, Y is for yellow. I thought it was for yes, we're going to race. Wowie. It was a hard night last night, folks. Thank you.
In over 30 years, that's the first time I've seen that designation used on a number. That is awesome. Learn something new every day, man.
Well, why isn't the other one
B.
138
B?
P W B B?
Well, we got him figured out now, though. That's all that matters.
Well, let's go about it. Peyton Rasmussen on the yellow 138 Bohat rental boat. She won moto number 1. Looks over at Jamie, might be right in her hubby's boat, who had second at moto number 1. Then we've got the 176 of Valentino Lescano, but that's turned into a 502, I believe. And Alex Smith is missing.
502. Valentina Lescano down there on a Brian Baldwin special. So this will be interesting. And then the 2 Yamahas on the outside. All Yamahas in this one.
What a difference between women's runabout box stock and Sport GP. It's like you could grow flowers with this.
You don't need to plug your ears.
Oh man, I without the sound, I feel like something's wrong.
And
Here we go.
And these things produce probably twice as much power.
Man. Peyton Rasmussen, Jamie Bohan. Oh, and Peyton getting the drive.
Rasmussen with the hole shot.
On the line.
But on the inside, keep an eye on Lezcano. The ladies on the runabouts out here battling moto number 2. Valentina looking good. Looking good on the outside. See where they shake down onto the front straightaway.
Valentina by a mile. She going to be loving that 5:02.
I have a feeling.
And it's 5:02, 138, 138.
All right, here we go. Let's see.
And I'm glad to see the women's runabout class starting to get a few more riders. I know Alex Smith couldn't make it. Would have liked to have seen Rosina Brabham in this class as well.
Yep, absolutely. It's nice to see. I would love to see this class grow again. Nice to see these ladies out here competing. This is a good one.
Yeah, well, you know, we used to call it the powder puff class back, when we didn't know any better.
That's way back.
Well, it's way back, but, that's not the case anymore. These women are fast. Valentina.
Oh, yeah.
All these women. Jamie Bohan. Peyton Rasmussen.
Yeah, well, Valentina Lezcano regularly beats the guys. So that's goes without saying. Yeah, she is a fierce competitor.
And she's decided to have a race of her own on that Champion Power Sports Brian Baldwin built 502 Yamaha Powerhouse.
Yep. That's a world championship winning watercraft right there. And Rasmussen and Bohat having a go of it here. All these Yamaha, beautiful Yamaha supercharged watercraft. These are wonderful machines.
Oh, man, Rick, I feel so bad for Sebastian Lezcano, because you know what's going to happen, right? Val's going to come back here and, Dad, I want that boat.
I just was thinking
I
that.
really want that boat.
Just thinking
I don't want
that.
anything for Christmas, just that boat.
Well, I was thinking the same thing a couple of minutes ago, Kurt, so.
2 guys, 1 brain. What the heck?
What are you going to do? 502 Lezcano out in front and pulling away right now.
Hey, we need Junior Spark stock, 13-15, race 18 to the line. Caden Baldwin, Dustin Voss once again. And after that, folks, will be Blaster GP, race 19, moto number 3.
Going into the third motos, man, winding down here in beautiful Naples, Florida, Sudden Regional Park. The 2020 Liqui-Moly Pro Watercross World Championships presented by Broward Motorsports, and beautiful, beautiful afternoon for pro watercross racing. As number 502, no, it's not Brian Baldwin. It's Valentina Lezcano.
It might be Brian Baldwin.
With a wig.
No, he couldn't hold it and ride it at the same time. But if anyone could, it would be Brian. Oh, white flag out.
Yep.
Final trip around this race course for women's runabout. Need our Junior Spark to the line. I see Caden's getting ready.
Checkered flag out. Valentina Lezcano makes
Valentina Lezcano with a 45-second lap time.
Makes quick work of this one. She is
Wow.
pumped up. I think she has developed an affection for that 502.
Well said. Well said. And I am certain Sebastian Lezcano is looking the other way right now.
And,
Sebastian won't even look over at her.
Peyton Rasmussen in second. Jamie Bohat in third place here.
That's women's runabout box stock motor number 2 in the books. We're starting our third and final set of motos. Tell me it's not so, Rick Lake. Tell me it's not so.
Just was saying that, man. We are winding down here, and it always feels the same, you know, on Sunday afternoon as we get into these third motos, and it's just about over with.
Yeah, it's joyous, and there's a little bit of depression in the back of my mind. And tomorrow morning, I know this. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be feeling like, gosh, you know, something's not right.
Yep. Well, it's always the same, and we have a really good time up here. Obviously, if you haven't noticed, Kurt and I, it's kind of fun, and we enjoy ourselves. And what can you say besides that? We love the sport. We love announcing it. We're privileged to do so. And we're in these beautiful locations all over the country.
Absolutely spectacular.
And it's just an absolute blast to be able to bring everybody the racing action. We, like I said, we are privileged to be up here doing this. We know it, and we definitely enjoy it.
Yeah, we appreciate it too. And you know, racing is racing, and you know, you and I have both been racers in the past. We enjoyed that time of our lives, but let's face it, like 3 weeks ago we hit that wall where we're not going to race anymore.
A mere 3 weeks ago.
So I'm thinking, why not announce, right?
Absolutely, it's a good transition. Even though it was 30 years ago.
Yeah, man.
But just been a minute, it feels like, to be honest with you. The time flies, boy. But the racing never becomes less fun. This doesn't become less enjoyable. It's always an absolute blast. We work with the best crew in the world.
Wow. Boy, you could say that 2 more times. That is the best
so much
crew
fun
in the world.
And get to watch the great racers compete at a high level. What more can you ask for if you're a racing fan?
Well, I'll tell you, you could wish that you could sit at home in the comfort of your home and watch the live stream produced by Richard Ignacio, livestreaming247.com. They are the man.
Fun to see what he's got on tap moving forward, too. The technology he's developed is pretty cool.
Oh, Dustin Voss getting him a little what for? Caden Baldwin looks over at him like, dude, what are you doing? And the dads are laughing on the beach down there. I mean, they're all standing next to each other.
I hope they're
just
laughing.
Having a ball.
Caden with 2 firsts.
They're on the I guess they use the same side of the line.
Yep. Both on the inside,
all
obviously.
Right. Well, Dustin Voss has 2 seconds. Caden has 2 firsts. So Caden's already won.